Hey Libras, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be taking a look at your July through August, your Lammas and Mabon reading here. So I really love just about everything that's going on for your reading for these upcoming, couple of months here. So a brief note about your meditation. Really interesting. It's always interesting with you guys, but very interesting. Um, I saw Alice in Wonderland in her animated form, just to be specific about it. And I saw her fall down the rabbit hole, and I saw her land next to the Cheshire Cat, which in Alice in Land by Barbara Moore, I think that deck is called, or Alice in Tarot Wonderland, something like that. The Cheshire Cat represents the Hierophant. So I saw an image of that. And I felt like I was looking at you, Libras, as Alice in Wonderland, next to your own personal Hierophant. And what's really fascinating about this is that I was underground, right? We were in the rabbit hole. Now, the Cheshire Cat is normally depicted as being, I believe, from what I remember, of up in a tree, right, above ground. But this was underground. I felt like I was in the belly of the earth where the roots are. And I saw you chilling there as Alice with the Cheshire Cat, just very cozy, very comfortable. And the Cheshire Cat had that cheeky grin on. Just this really deep sense of um, it's not about what you can see from up above, it's really about the view from below. And that was the message I got. Like, almost like Australia, like come down under and see how we do things. It's really interesting about the view from below. It really does feel like this time for you is a lot about not just vision, but perception, clarity, how you see things, and your ability to, and we'll get to that in a second with your cards, your ability to observe. There is a certain sense of gestation period where something is growing and forming, and it's not, I feel like you're being advised that it's not quite yet time to move on anything or jump into action or make any big decisions. It's your time to gather information, to allow whatever this is to gestate within you. Now, Hierophant for me is very much and traditionally is very much an energy around, if I had to choose a tagline for it, everything is as it should be. Everything is as it should be, right? There is that sense of, it's Taurus energies. There's that sense of like tradition and structure, even to the point of rigidity in its shadow form. But overall, when I get the Hierophant in a reading, whether for myself or others, I really do find it so incredibly comforting because for me, it really is a symbol around, don't worry. There's nothing you can do that's going to mess this up. There's nothing that's going to get in the way. There's not going to be any delays. Everything is on track and as it should be. It's handled. It's handled. That's the Hierophant energy. So I love that that's coming in for you during this time period. I hope that you can derive as much comfort from that as I do, because it is a beautifully strong energy to have on your side, but especially when it comes to making decisions or things that are not completely in your control, right? Anything that has to do with bureaucracy or decisions made by other people, it feels incredibly important. It feels like Spirit is saying, time is on your side. Time is on your, I just got shivers. Time is on your side. So into your cards here, I love this. So your animal energy for this time frame is peacock, which is, again, all of these feathers on the peacock's head, they're known as eyes, and they represent the third eye, which is just like, I'm telling you, vision is the key word for this reading. And I love it for you, especially as the beautiful air signs that you are. This is air energy here. And air signs are all about the mental mind, the ability to see, the ability to perceive clearly. So it just feels like you're really in alignment. You have the opportunity to step into even greater alignment during this time and really build upon the power that's available to you. So peacock energy, it most closely equates to like a King of Cups in a way, because it's really about emotional balance, but it's also about the inside matching the outside, right? When our internal world is balanced and at peace, our external circumstances reflect that reality. So it's like inside reflects the outside. That's very much peacock energy, but it's also about beauty and how things appear. And this very much is Libra energy to me. If you followed me for any length of time, you know that I have animal energies that for me embody each of the zodiac signs, uniquely so. And for you as Libras, it's butterfly. It's always been butterfly for me. It's just like a really, really strong energy that I associate with you guys. And butterflies are beautiful, right? And there's that light sense of flight and airiness and beauty, and they're attracted to beauty with flowers. So this feels like a really beautiful energy to have on your side during this time. And again, about emotional balance, right? That makes sense with Alice being underground and the Cheshire Cat being underground with her, right? Really, really fascinating here. So you are coming in as the King of Swords. Again, another bird energy, air energy. Owls are known for what? Their vision. I'm telling you, your clairvoyance during this time, you have the opportunity to tap into it on a whole other level. It just feels like, woo, pure vision. I'm seeing a funny image from, I think, Star Trek Next Generation, Geordie LaForge. Any Trekkies out there? Geordie LaForge with that, the eye visor he had to wear to see, like, because of his impaired vision. I'm saying that for you, but it's like your version of it allows you to see even more clearly. It's just about having the intention to really tap into that third eye and really work it and focus it and take it to the gym, as it were, right? To develop it intuitively, mindfully. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that. So with the King of Swords energy, this is all about observation. The King of Swords sees everything, but is very selective about what he says and what he shares about what he sees, right? He is the epitome of the strong, silent type. So I love this for you because this very much speaks of, this energy within your reading about underground, what goes down below. Like come see how we do it down under. That's what I keep hearing. Come see how we do things down under, right? It's a beautiful energy for you. And the fact that you're coming through in this way, I feel like is also, you have an advice placement here, but I also feel like this is also coming through as advice for you as well. It is very human to speak before we have our thoughts fully formed and to go, ooh, especially as an air sign. I'm an air sign too, so I'm with you on this, my friends. Speaking maybe when you wish you could have just like held back a moment and thought something more fully through. So I do feel like this is also coming in as advice for you to step into that strong silent type, especially around big decisions or when you feel yourself feeling very, very strongly about something. Just take a deep breath, give it a few moments, and then see if the thought still exists in the same way or if it's just stating and wants to take a different form. And I'm hearing the word politics. This is very much, it's not, they're saying like, it's not always what you say, but how you say it. I feel like that's very much coming in for you here. And I feel like it's going to be a superpower and a strength for you, especially when others around you, in terms of the energy that we're in and going into, might feel very like passionate and speak before their thoughts are fully formed. You have the ability to do something differently and stand out as a result of doing so and get what you want as a result of doing so. Really, really interesting here. Again, wait, let it just state, then speak. Feels important. So really interesting. As your advice, this is it is your only major arcana, which represents destined or fated events, right? If it's minor arcana, that means you can change it, right? You can work with it. So the fact that the world is coming in as your place of challenge, it speaks of endings, graduation time. This speaks of success, feeling really accomplished in what you've done, coming into that point in the road where you can look back and go, oh, wow, well, it was all worth it, or it wasn't worth it, but at least I've learned some lessons, right? The fact that this is coming in into your challenge, I do feel like some patience is required here because we're looking at some elements of these big decisions, of these moments where, it requires you to really tune into that third eye and that clairvoyant sense within you. So I do feel like the fact this is coming in as your challenge is really saying there could be some things that you wish would find a sense of completion or be done already, but you're being asked to have patience around it, okay? It's all going to be wrapped up in perfect and divine timing, just like the Hierophant, the Cheshire Cat coming in there, right? Within your meditation. Now, in your place of advice, hello, Six of Wands, and what is that? A butterfly coming in for you, Libra reading. Also, it's blue. which beautifully mirrors that peacock energy. That's so beautiful. Blue is the color of the throat chakra, which is governs how we communicate. So I feel like that's really important for you as well. The fact that Six of Wands, which is all about victory, knowing you're going to come out on top, allowing yourself to be seen and valued in your place of advice, is really about knowing that if you are making decisions and what you desire is coming from your soul and your integrity, you will be victorious. You will manifest those things. This is about having faith and belief in yourself, and that you are worthy of attracting what you desire from your soul, not from your ego, but from your soul. Sometimes it just takes more time than we would like, or it comes in a different form than we would imagine. Right? So it's about being able to identify and recognize things as they arise, as, wow, this is actually a little bit different, or coming in a different time than I thought. But this is essentially like what my desires, or what I was working towards, or what I was hoping for, right? So I'm also hearing to rescript what your victory looks like, rescript your victories, rescript your mind frame around what your expectations are, and open up the mind a little bit. Really allow yourself to see things from a different sphere, like down under, like in the meditation, right? Flip your view. Be willing to see things as not just for their face value, but from every possible angle, just like the King of Swords, right? Now, in your place of victory, fascinating. We have Five of Wands in the reverse. I'm going to hold it in the upright just for the sake of the visual here. So Five of Wands, five is the number of change. Five of Wands is such an interesting, it's really interesting energy, Five of Wands. I have such a particular relationship with it. It's very much about a struggle, right? Or competition. Now, this struggle oftentimes is external. Yes, it involves, a competitive spirit with other people, or being at odds and ends with other people, not seeing eye to eye, miscommunication. But this can also be so internal. So internal. This is where we are at war with ourselves. We just can't feel settled about something. This is when we are at a distance from our inner peace, right? And what's interesting here is that this precedes your advice. So in your place of victory is Five of Wands in reverse, and your advice is to bridge this gap to the Six of Wands. So I love that so much for you. Now, when Five of Wands is in reverse, there's still this energy present, but there's a semblance of, we can agree to disagree. Not everything has to go, this way or that way. We can just agree that we're on different sides of this, and I can agree to compromise. This is all about compromise when it's in the reverse for me, right? So this is an interesting energy as well in your place of victory. Do you feel like if you're coming from a place where you really haven't been on the same page as someone, or you feel like you're just not being understood? I feel like this is a beautiful energy coming in to say, like, the path to that is going to be, rearranged a bit for you. Just be patient. And again, I feel like the key for you here is allowing yourself to listen more than you speak. However, this is concerned, and wait and trust, just like that Hierophant energy, that everything is being handled for your highest and best good. Now, in your place of outcome, I'm so obsessed and not surprised at all. You have the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords, you in your feminine form. So you have you in your masculine energy and in your feminine energy here. It is all over this reading, and coming in as the air sign butterfly you are. Absolutely love it for you. So Queen of Swords is your outcome. It's very powerful. Yes, because it represents you, but also because Queen Bee, I love it. Because it's very much about feeling incredibly confident and self-assured about the choices that you make, and your ability to communicate your worth, and your ability to edit out whatever in your circumstances isn't serving you. This is like, to me, this is sort of commenting on if anyone has been sort of in a reverse Queen of Cups energy, feeling a little bit wishy-washy or overly emotional, or feeling like the heart and the head have been warring against the other. This is showing victory, that you are able to connect in with your superpower that is your gift as an air sign, and really come out feeling quite confident, where you have no regrets in your choices, no regrets in your decisions. You're speaking clearly, you're communicating effectively, and as a result, everything is aligning for you in your given circumstances, both internally and externally. I just got shivers. That's gorgeous. So if your oracles here, I love it. We have a Lammas oracle and a Mabon oracle, because that's the time frame we're looking at from, August into September. It's really, really beautiful. So For your Lammas here, which talks about August energy, you've got this beautiful sunflower here. You have grapevines, which says, call on your desires as this is the time to ask and receive. Now, why this is so beautiful is because this is like a Nine of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. This is about really, look at this harvest here. This is really about honing in on what you want and then trusting that you're going to receive it by enacting patience and trusting in divine timing, right? So these grapes on the vines take time to grow and into the fruit to blossom. So it's really, really interesting. Again, with that underground, see how we do it down under. I really do feel like there's some seeds that you planted or going to want to plant that are going to, oh, look at a butterfly, beautiful, that are going to bloom for you during this time period. But it's really just about going about it in not a direct way, but a little bit more like underground through the side door. Right? There's something about the timing and the way that you approach this that wants to be a bit different than how you normally would. And again, I'm seeing an image of like racehorses at a track. And I'm seeing like, let all the other racehorses go ahead of you and you hold yours back. And then by doing so, then you go. And by doing so, there's an obstacle that keeps all the horses who went first from advancing ahead. And you're able to just go around and boop, go straight ahead. And again, by trusting your instinct, by clicking into that third eye energy, you're going to know the timing and the way that you can operate in order to align with what you desire here. But I do feel like there's some influences where it's not completely your control. There's something to do with the timing. But again, you can align with that by not forcing or not pushing, allowing yourself to be in that King of Swords energy and allow things to come to you, right? That's what this feels like. So for your Mabon energy here, it's really, really beautiful. You have the toad. Observe. For those who watch, see all. I mean, hello. Observe. For those who watch, see all. That is right here with that King of Swords energy here. Look at all the eyes, darling. It's really, really beautiful. So again, we talked about this already, but you know, toad energy is also about patience, right? Toads are happy to wait for their prey to come along and they trust that the food will come. I'm telling you, there's something about a key to getting what you want and aligning with things in a way that is better than you could ever imagine on your own by enacting some patience and allowing things to gestate, maybe even a little bit longer than you would think or normally would. When you're feeling the need to check up on something, to move something forward, to force something ahead, to get someone to see your side, really rethink and think about how you can accomplish the same thing by finding some ease within that effort, like the Five of Wands in reverse. Where is the ease within the effort? Ask yourself that question and then connect in with that third eye, with that clairvoyance to get inspiration, divine inspiration around what steps you want to take. That is the key for this time period for you, because there's a lot of abundance and stuff you're manifesting that's beautiful. If you just follow the blueprint to manifest that for yourself, it's really, really beautiful. And again, I think it's a blessing and a gift to be in a position where you don't have to force it. We don't have to work and go. It's really about playing chess and allowing those pieces to line up for you in a way that is unique to your particular path and timing. But also it's about that ease and the effort, because this is something that wants to flow to you, right? This isn't you climbing a mountain being Sisyphus pushing the rock up the hill only to have it fall down again. This is you sitting on a riverbank and allowing it to flow to you and you being there ready with hands open, ready to receive it. That's what this feels like. Really beautiful. So with that being said, Libra, I'm so excited for this time for you. It's really beautiful. All the synchronicities are absolutely here for it. Thank you so much for being here. I do have some personal readings available on my website. The link is in the description box below. It is limited availability, and they're not going to be up for too long. I got to kind of, measure my time here with those, but I do want to offer them to you guys without too much time going by. So if you're interested, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and you can book in. I have several readings available at the moment, different kinds depending on what you are feeling. And with that being said, just thank you so much for being here. Please leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Hit that like button, subscribe, all of those good things that I normally forget to say at the end of the reading. I'm trying to remember them. And again, just thank you so much for being here. And as always, my beautiful Libran butterflies, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.